first character is Sinestro. You could get this one in a Lego set, and also he's using the Yellow Lanterns Fear suit from that set, and he comes with a really cool weapon right here, and then his power ring. And then, so let's go over the character. He has that black slick hair, that pink face with the mean look, and then the Yellow Lanterns logo, and then he has some printing on his pants, but not into his belt. No printing on the sides. No printing on his pants on the back. Has a little printing on the back side of him, on the back of him, and no printing on the other side. And I do not think he has another face expression. He actually does. It's just a normal face expression, just serious. And that is it for Sinestro. Continuing the lanterns, this is one of the red lanterns. I got him offline. He uses the, he is not a real Lego. He uses the black hood with like almost like a Deadpool face, and then the red suit from the red lanterns, and he has a red lantern ring on, and then he has no printing on his belt, but he has printing in his pants, and then it goes all the way around. Some printing on his arm and printing on his legs that go all the way around, and then he uses that like Batman cape. Fine, I'll just forget it. And he has some printing on his back and some printing all the way through his legs. Same thing on this side. And that's it for this lantern. Our next character is Booster Gold, and I got him offline. He's not a Lego character, or from Lego. So he has yellow hair and golden goggles and like almost like a Captain America face. And then he has the star in front of him on his chest with some muscle printing. And then he has little tiny printing onto his belt right there in the triangle area. And then printing on his boots. Continues all the way around. No printing on his arms. Continues all right around on his feet. And then some printing on the back. And no more printing on his side except for his boots. And he came with this little L ring. And that's it for Booster Gold. Our next character is the Mask. I got him offline. He has this yellow hat and yellow suit. And he came with a gun. Really cool gun. And really cool printing from his zoot suit, yellow suit, going from his chest into his belt, into his pants, and then he has some black printing on the front for his shoes. No printing on the sides. Some printing on the back of him a little bit, and then on his pants, and then some printing on the back of him right there. No other expression, and comes with the green face, and that's it for the Mask. Our next character is Power Girl, and she has that white suit on, really cool. I got her offline, so this is not a Lego, official Lego either. She has cool printing from her chest into her belt, into her pantalones, and her boots, and then she just straight up white color. No printing at all, no skin tone at all, just straight up white on the side, and then some more skin tone with her blue boots, and then a little bit printing on the back, and then straight up white again, so no printing on that side. And then she has a serious face look on this side, and she came with this red cape, and I'm not sure if she has another expression. She does not. And that is Power Girl. Our next character is Mirror Master. I got him offline, and this is not an official Lego. And he has some cool printing on his head right there. And then his orange suit because with like diamond mirrors on his suit right here and also on his boots. And he has no printing on his belt, but he has some printing on his legs. No printing on the side. No printing on his back of his pants, but he has some printing for the muscles and mirror images on the back. And then no more printing on the side of him. And then that is it for Mirror Master. All right, our next character is Scarecrow from when he joined the Sinestro Corps Fear lanterns. And so he has this also this is, I got him offline, not official Lego. Anyways, so he has a brown hat, a cowboy hat, and a yellow coat with some brown on it. And then he has this little bottle that you can make. And then he has like the black torso with the symbol on his chest. And then no printing on his belt, some printing on his boots, and then some printing also on his arms. And then he has just that one face. And then this is what he looks like without his coat on. I only pulled it off a little bit, but he has no printing at all on the back. Except for actually he has a little printing on the back of his head for stitches. But he has no printing at all on the back of him. And that is it for Scarecrow. Our next character is a White Lantern. Nothing's really special about this one, but I did get him offline. He comes with 2 see-through transparent lantern rings. And he has a Batman face with a white Speed Racer type of helmet. And then he has that gray suit for the lanterns. No printing on his pants. Some little bit printing on the white on his arm. And then no printing on his pants again. A little bit printing on the back of him. And then a little bit more on the other side of his arm. And that's it for this White Lantern. But I also like to use this Star Wars Hoth suit mask. He looks cooler than what he came with. And that's it. All right. Our next character is a Green Lantern of Guy. And he is a total a-hole on the movie, but he's funny on the Superman movie. First time appearance on that. But this is an offline character. Comes with like a kind of Green Lantern thing with like the Ron Weasley kind of like hair piece, and then came with a little ring but without the green on it. And then he has some cool printing of the Green Lantern printing on his chest. No printing on his green pants. No printing on the sides. A little bit printing on the back of him. No printing on his pants again. And no printing on the side of him. And that's it for Guy. Continuing the Green Lanterns, this is Hal Jordan. You could actually get him in a Lego set, just without this ring. I got that ring offline. Anyways, so Hal Jordan comes with brown hair, the green mask, and then the classic Green Lantern Corps suit look and logo. And then he has some printing in his pants, his belt into his pants. No printing on the sides. No printing on the back of his pants. A little bit printing on the back of his back, and no printing on the side of his arms. And I don't think he has another expression. Actually, he does. And it's just a serious look. And that is it for Hal Jordan. Our next character is another Green Lantern. I forget her name. But also, she has black hair, and then the green like lantern thing on her face, and then goes into her suit, and then she has some printing on her belt and into her shoes, some printing there, and then some printing on her arm, and then the white printing goes all the way around into her boots, all the way around, and then some printing on the back of it, on the back of her, and then, as I said, the printing goes all the way around her boots, and then a little bit printing on her arm, and that is it for her. I have another Green Lantern. I don't remember his name either, but he has. I got the last one and this one offline, and basically has like a green lightsaber type of thing. And then he has the pointy brown hair and really cool face mask, and then the interesting looking like a almost like a speedster type of lantern suit, and it goes into his belt, into his pants. No printing on the side, no printing on his pants, but it does have printing on the belt and into the back, and then no printing on the side again. And that's it for this Green Lantern. Now I have an Orange Lantern, which is also like the Lex Luthor type of Orange Lantern. He has this cool orange armor on that you could actually attach things on the side. And then it comes with the orange ring, 2 of them. And then has some cool printing on the under the armor. And then no printing on the pants at all, or the belt. And then no printing on the side. No printing on the back of the pants. And a little bit printing of the back right there. And then no more printing on the side of them. And that's it for Orange Lantern Lex Luthor. Now I got Blue Lantern. I got him offline also. He's a really cool character. That mold piece is so cool. Also, he came with 2 blue lantern rings, and then he has the lantern logo right there, the blue lantern logo right there on his chest, and then it goes as printing on his belt and into his pants, and the boots go all the way around. No printing on the side of him, but he has some printing on the back of him, and also on his boots, and then no printing in his arm, and a little bit printing from the boots all the way around. That's it for this Blue Lantern. Our next Green Lantern is, you could get him offline, not offline, you could get him in a Lego set. His name escapes me, sadly. But anyways, so really cool Green Lantern in the comic books and also cartoons. Anyway, so the green logo, and has some printing on his chest, a little bit printing on the boots, no printing on the side, no printing on the back of him on the his pants or the belt, but he has some printing on the back, and then no more printing on the side of him, but he has another expression from the angry face to the regular face. That's it for Green Lanterns and other lanterns. Surprise! There's one last Green Lantern, and it's the original Green Lantern from the comic books, and I got him offline, and he has a purple and green cape, red torso with green pants, with the printing of the lantern on the front with the red muscle, and goes into his belt, and then some printing on his pants and into his shoes. Not on the side though, no printing on the sides at all. Then he has printing on the back of him, not into the belt though, but in some red printed on the back of him on the boots, and no printing on the side. And that's it for the original Green Lantern. Our next character is the Condiment King. I made him, custom made him, using like a Doc Ock face with one of these weird helmet pieces, and then made like a ketchup and mustard gun using whips and these triangle cone pieces, and then kind of like a side piece lightsaber pieces, and then this one other piece right here, I don't know what's called, and then ketchup and mustard where it goes out. And then I used one of the Minecraft shirts and just white pants. So what do you think about Condiment King? Our next character is the Clock King. You could get him from a CMF series, but the clock comes from somewhere else, like Harry Potter, I think. And I just gave him that shield. It's a shield piece, so I kind of gave it to him as like a weapon. And then he has the clock face and clocks everywhere around his body. Really cool. He has the clocks from his chest to his arms to his pants, and then printing on the side of him, And then no printing on the pants on the side, but he has some printing on the back of them from the back and into his pants. And that green cape. And that's it for the Clock King. Our last character is Clock King. And I got that custom clock. Well, I got a clock for him. And then I used that Doctor Strange cape with just a one stud piece right there. And then I used a Minecraft shirt with purple pants. And then I gave him a sword because usually he used a sword. And then just some random hands. And that's it for my custom-made Clock King. What do you guys think? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe and hit the like button.